Okay, so we are reviewing the Ricoh 360 camera, which is just unboxed. This is me, Zork here, which you probably have to spin around because I think you're just seeing Sweetie now, because I think the default
Why don't you just show
position.
yourself?
Well, because Sweetie, it's 360. It's about
Then
everything.
they can see your legs.
Sweetie,
Nobody wants to see your legs.
I think they can survive. At least I'm not topless in this review. Normally, I'm topless in the review.
They might rather,
I had mercy.
see your top than your underwear,
But
hiding your junk and
but
your skinny legs.
but well, one thing about 360 cameras, and
Look
is
what Zelda's trying to
it
do.
is good to point out, 360 cameras, when you try to look beneath the camera, can get pretty funky, because it can't actually see there. So right now we are on a Bogan mini tripod, and if they look down, it's going to look a little bit weird. But so
Can I just tell you
think,
something?
what, Sweetie? We have to make this a very quick review.
I
But
can make it a real quick review.
what?
I have -1% interest in 360 video.
All right.
I have a 0 interest in 360 video.
I will tell you.
I don't need to review any cameras because I have 0 interest in any of it.
I tell you these are great first because number one, it's a small feature, but it's cool that we have this on mini tripod now, but it's freestanding. And if you look this way, you can see I'm holding up a sign that says freestanding, away from the pretty woman. So you look at the pretty woman and you don't see this sign, but you look over here and you see the sign. Any
camera on a tripod is freestanding. What do you even mean by that?
No, you don't need to put it on a tripod. It just will balance on itself.
Well, then you're not really demonstrating that right now, are you?
No, I'm not really demonstrating it now because I want a slightly better angle for a bed vlog. BedVlogging poses some extra, little dilemmas here. But I think it's cool that it's freestanding, and one of the things, like Casey Neistat, who's done a lot on 360 videos,
you know what?
along with Rowan, have done.
Maybe have a hyphen, or else maybe people will think you mean it's free if you're standing.
We are doing a review. If you look at the sign this way, you will see that ever the poet editor is editing this. But there is, and we'll get to this. This is a crappy quality camera because it's basically 1080p for 360 degrees of data, and we will say at the end that Ricoh needs to do a 4K model of this. But the fact that it's freestanding and super small makes it usable. Casey Neistat got a $4,000 8 GoPro version of one of these that he can't figure out how to use, and it costs $4,000. But here is what I think that the 360 videos is going to be great for, which is behind the scenes stuff. So basically, because if you are life casting, as vloggers like us often do, to be able to have a camera that can be like a B cam or just a life cast cam, where you just put it on a table, and because it's freestanding, we can go to Applebee's. We like Applebee's. Applebee's, you can give us free stuff. And we will bring a Ricoh 360 to Applebee's and put it on the table, and then we could have a conversation around the table, and people could see everything. That can be very useful stuff. But the reason I'm rushing this thing, normally we go...
you don't know how to edit it.
Well, no, normally we go on and on and on with our reviews, and Sweetie goes on, and they're 45-minute things, and then I just cut them after the first 3 minutes. So I cut out.
But you don't know how to edit it.
I cut out the. No, it's not about not knowing how to edit. But every time you have an edit, someone's adjusted the rotation. So then it snaps back, and that creates a frustrating experience. So I think 360 videos really need to be life casting or continuous things.
You already used your next slide. Was that putting?
Yeah. So behind the scenes, actually, the first use. That's very good. The first use is hold on.
All right, I'm getting up off this bed in 1 minute. So if you really say you're hurrying, then you better hurry.
Don't
point this at me.
All right, hold on. The first and best use for behind the scenes as a B cam is great, and then live casting when you just want a moment. The other thing is weird artistic uses. And also, if you guys aren't turning the camera around this way, I'm going to bring it this way. Weird artistic.
Yeah, do something weird
artistic. Okay. So, yeah. So, hold on. Weird artistic. Do something weird artistic now. So, I'm holding up a sign that says weird artistic, and Sweetie doing something weird artistic. This is the previous point about...
what does that even mean?
Well, it's because I did not take enough time to prepare this with proper line brace.
Continuous live? Is that a different camera?
Continuous live. Oh. So something like this, I do not think works well if our bed vlogs are normally a cut every 2 or 3 seconds, because Sweetie will say
then
something.
That's done. They get it. Put it down.
Okay. All right. The bad things, so there are a lot of great things about the very limited but very cool uses of 360 cameras, but there are a lot of bad things. Okay, there is crap quality, okay? So
I would say this video is very crap quality.
But Sweetie has not seen this yet, and then also it should be known.
I mean like the video itself. The artistic quality of the video is crap.
It should be.
You mean that the resolution is crap?
Yeah. All right, we may have one cut there.
Yeah, you said crap quality. You mean the resolution. You don't mean that the videos people make with them will be crap quality, as in their artistic merit.
Yeah. No.
So that's done.
But it is important to see that.
State what the quality is, though.
Well, it's basically a 1080p video for 360 degrees of data. So that is, we live in a world of 4K now, and if you take 1080p, it gets pretty crap. But the one thing I will say, Sweetie always loved the bed vlogs when we shot them on a MacBook in 2006.
I don't want to be high-res. I'm 55 years old.
So
nobody wants to see me in high-res.
So Sweetie is a big fan of 480p and all of that, which is basically VHS quality 360. So it works if for Sweetie in bed vlogs. So she probably will love this camera. What it's bad for is a simple workflow. Because
that's obvious. You don't even need to say
because
why.
You can't edit when it also
you have to buy certain apps to be able to like.
No.
They were buying certain apps to be able to put it up onto YouTube. You have to embed certain metadata, or it won't be usable correctly.
Well, you have to buy anything, but yeah.
But you have to get it. Maybe it's free, but you have to get it.
You have to import the footage.
Go through some steps.
You have to run through a convert thing. This is our Alan. Oh, and also the Robert Altman moments when people are talking everywhere over each other. This is great for that kind of thing because it's all around like Robert Altman does it. So it's great if Robert Altman were still alive, he would want, but it doesn't have a simple workflow. It is bad for edited content because we've covered that because people
really
are moving the camera around.
Why would they care though? Maybe they would think that's cool. Maybe they will think that's artistic.
Well, yeah, but I think people are not going to be spinning around if they keep getting whiplashed back to a reset for a cut. Is very bad for Safari users. Apple, what is the deal here?
What do you
don't
mean?
Because actually here we are going to for 1 second put on Corey. This is what if you look behind over there.
You were in my house breaking everything I own with your weird demonic powers.
So that is a 360 video by Corey, otherwise known as Mr. Safety, who back in 2006 when we were vlogging.
He's not on Safari right now?
No. When you watch it on an Apple TV, a 360 video, or in Safari, it shows this weird image. YouTube supports the 360 videos. Firefox supports it. Chrome. But Safari...
you mean when it looks regular and you can spin it around instead of... But
yeah.
I thought people kind of liked to look at it weird like that. Can you choose either one, or is it only like you spin it around when you're looking at it the correct way?
Ricoh, I think Sweetie would like you to take away the whole actual 360 thing and just make all the images look weird like this.
No, I'm just saying it seems like it's cool to do both because there you're seeing everything at once. I thought that was part of the point of it, to be able to see the full 360 degrees all at once.
All right, so sweet. All right, so point take. But in any case, here's the key thing. This is one of sort of the wrap-up pieces.
People would need, like, petabytes or whatever you call them of data.
No.
Storage if you made it 4K.
Sweetie, who is not the Macintosh expert like I, doesn't understand that it would not take any more than regular 4K data because it's 4K data. But if you take a 1080p image and make it 360, it becomes like a 240p of VHS quality. If you take 4K and make it 360, then you can have sort of a 720p experience, or possibly a 1080p, but probably a 720p experience 360. And that would be really great. So Ricoh,
I can't
please
even believe you can
send
do that
us
math.
a 4K. Please send us a 4K model of this
No,
now.
we could care less.
Well, that's because Sweetie, who has passed the age of 29, she just had her 30th birthday. Wants the
Why
other
are you
thing.
thanking Rowan? He didn't send you a free one or anything.
No, but Rowan is the first person who went to the Ricoh event. Actually, we should say Rowan and Brittney. Rowan and Brittney were invited to the New York event, and that's how we found out about this camera. And I've been looking into 360 cameras for a long time. I saw the older version of this Ricoh, which only records 5 minutes. And the key thing about this...
Casey was there too, but only because they took Casey.
Yes. And so we also want to thank Casey, but we didn't do a sign for him because we love Casey.
That.
But I didn't have time in the prep and the pre-production for this. But in any case, I am saying that I think that this will be really, really cool. But
and I'm saying that I could care less about 360 video, but it has nothing to do with this camera. But also, one reason I hate it is because I thought it always looks like that, and I thought that was dumb.
Well, yeah, it doesn't always look like that. But the one thing is that, like how I am holding, if you look this way, I am holding our other favorite flawed product, which is the Canon Mini Vixia X.
It's got great sound quality,
yes, we love this camera, Canon Mini Vixia X. We use it all the time. One of the main reasons I love it is you put it in your pocket and it won't accidentally turn on.
They can watch me walk off the screen.
But in any case, so the Ricoh 360, thumbs up, but we want a 4K model of that, and we also want a 4K model of the Canon Mini Vixia X. Yeah. And also the way that I think most casting should work is to do the normal video casting, like I am talking right now to a Canon Mini Vixia X, but then to also set up a Ricoh 360 or something like that so that you have an alternate behind-the-scenes angle. Oh, and you can use the Theta app for the Mac and then use a program like ScreenFlow to record the playback of an angle that you set. Then you could intercut in a 240p thing. So, sweetie, you just have to come back in the room for a second and say goodnight, Gracie?
Oh, you mean it's not good enough to do like more than one room at a time?
Night, Gracie.